the final thing I wanted to mention on this freedom of religion thing is that if you're concerned about the fact that the Satanists and the Illuminati people are kind of Unitarians, but not exactly like Unitarians, and you're saying, well, that means you're not a religion. You have to have more of a uniform belief system about everything. You can't just have a belief system that turns into a culture, which is still a religion. What I would tell you is that in Israel, I think it's like 40%, 30% of Israelis are agnostic or atheists. They don't even believe in God. And so when a person does a hate crime against an Israeli person who is Jewish, but are they Jewish? They're atheist. They definitely don't believe in God, but they're Jewish. Like, bottom line is they're still Jewish. And that's just how it is. And so when someone does a hate crime against them, are they doing a religious hate crime against someone? I'm pretty sure that's the truth. And like, should that person have the religious freedom to celebrate rituals that are Jewish and stuff like that? Oh no, you can't chop off your child's penis. You can't circumcise your child. You don't believe in God. I don't believe in you mutilating children. You don't mutilating genitals. You can't mutilate your child's genitals. You're an atheist. You have to actually believe in God in order to mutilate your child's genitals. And I think what a atheist Jewish person would say is, I have the right to circumcise my child, and I don't care what law you make. I'm going to have that right because it's my religious right. And then you'd say, no, you don't believe in God. And they'd say, I have that religious right because I still am Jewish. And like, you can say I'm not Jewish, but I am Jewish. And all I'm saying is that it seems like the Christians don't want anyone to have religious freedom except for them. And that's why, even though it's a very, very common way to seek enlightenment, like, if there's anything you will never convince me of, it's that people who take mushrooms, that there aren't a very large percentage of them that take mushrooms for spiritual reasons. Like, you will never convince me of that, because like, I would never take mushrooms if it wasn't for spiritual reasons. I'd take acid for a party for sure, but for spiritual reasons, like mushrooms, they really can help you, like, deal with whatever you're going through. It's hard to explain how mushrooms are. Like, I know I sound silly when I'm like, oh, I need to go figure out if I'm crazy. I'm about to get put in the mental hospital. I need to take some mushrooms. And for some people, it's like, oh, you're gonna go figure out if you're crazy by taking mushrooms? It's gonna make you feel crazy. Mushrooms make me understand. It's hard to explain how they just. Now I understand. And sometimes you don't want to understand. That's why people have bad trips, is because they don't like what they experience. But I've never had one. Yeah.